KATC Weather Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
On this gloomy, cold Saturday, it was a perfect day just to stay inside, maybe cuddle up with some Netflix going and a nice big pot of gumbo to try and stay warm. And it's going to be a similar story tomorrow as the clouds and the cold rain that's going to be with us throughout most of the day. Then we start to warm up a little bit on Monday as a warm front lifts over, and that brings another round of showers, but it does look like we clear out just in time for New Year's Eve. So taking a look at the southeast, here's what we kind of got going on. That stationary front that is allowed for those showers to develop has worked across and moved across a good portion of the southeast. You can see the rains extending from Atlanta all the way down to us here in Lafayette and making its way along the corridor of Texas. Now that will be working in across our area. So you can see we had that light misty rain throughout most of the day, continuing now still kind of dying apart, at least as the shower activity, but that mist or drizzle still a good portion of Acadiana. We do still see a few more heavier showers pushing into very southwestern portions of Cameron Parish over by the city of Cameron. But I expect most of us just to be dealing with that light, foggy, misty drizzle. Maybe a little heavier showers also could work in towards Morgan City within the next hour or so. But for the most part, just the clouds, foggy, and mist will be with us. Cold conditions as temperatures hover in the upper 40s, but there's that warm front. It'll be lifting up throughout the day, helping to bring with it more scattered showers and storms across a good portion of Acadiana, especially late morning into the early afternoon. And then I think after that, again, the heaviest showers stay up to our north and northwest from Alexandria to Shreveport over towards the Dallas area with some milder conditions trying to move in behind that front as we get into the 60s tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. That'll continue. Then as we push into Monday, what we're going to be watching is a cold front that'll be lifting up out of the Gulf with this system heading into the morning. I still think just a few isolated showers in and around the area, but you can see along this line we could get a few thunderstorms to develop. So by about lunchtime, you can see some of those isolated thunderstorms developing in and around Acadiana. So it does look like this system will be moving through during the afternoon and then pushing off to the east with a little better chance for some of those stronger storms to start to fire up from Baton Rouge down to New Orleans Monday afternoon out ahead of this front. But you can see on the backside we'll start to dry out. So heading out Monday evening, I think you're okay. But if you're over towards the east, that's where you might have to watch out for the possibility for some severe weather, as there's a marginal risk that we could see a few isolated storms get up to damaging wind gusts, maybe an isolated tornado Baton Rouge down to New Orleans. For the most part, Acadiana is not under it just yet, but you do see St. Mary Parish is in this as well. So this is something we're going to be watching Monday afternoon into the evening as that front rolls through, as one or two storms could maybe have that damaging wind gust, but right now not expected to be that big of a severe weather outbreak. Nothing like what we saw on Thursday where we had a few of those isolated tornadoes. As for how much rainfall we can expect with this system tonight and into Sunday and Monday, not looking at a whole lot, maybe just a quarter to a half inch. So not expecting this to cause any flooding concerns. Hopefully we can continue the somewhat dry out, but with that mist and kind of drizzle in the air, it's still going to remain very damp and cool over the coming days. It doesn't look like we start to dry out until later in the week. So moving into Monday night, you can see as we ring in the new year, most of us are dry. So that is the good news. I don't think you have to worry about that. But it is going to get cold as temperatures will be dropping down from the 60s into the 50s. So you're going to want to have the jackets and sweaters for New Year's Eve. Cold front turns over to a stationary front come New Year's Day, but I do think we stay dry through a good portion of the day, maybe a few peaks of sunshine, but later in the night you can see changing over to a warm front, so some scattered showers starting to return across Acadiana late Tuesday and throughout much of the day on Wednesday. Wednesday looks to be a very wet day across Acadiana as that front will move through during the day, and then initially a low will move across the area, bringing with it some heavier showers late Wednesday in the early morning hours on Thursday, continuing to about daybreak. A few lingering showers, even some snow beginning to make its way back through Arkansas and over into Oklahoma as the very cold air will then be wrapping around down into our area late Thursday and into early Friday morning as we finally begin to dry out. But you can see temperatures falling down to near freezing by the time we wake up Friday morning. So a good bet for heavy frost in and around most of Acadiana to get Friday started. But with some sunshine, we'll start to warm back up and really see things dry out as it looks like we stay dry all the way through next weekend. So a damp, cold night with that light misty showers around, maybe some patchy fog as well. We'll go 48 officially for that overnight low. And then for your Sunday, just more more of the same dreary weather, scattered showers in and across the area. Slightly warmer temperatures do get into those lower 60s. And then as we ring in 2019, it doesn't look to be too bad. We'll go partly cloudy temperatures near 50 degrees, so cool, and it will get colder with that northerly breeze. So you still want to have those jackets and sweaters, but still not terrible as we ring in the new year. And it does look dry. Rain first thing though, New Year's Day. There you see is drying out. 1 to 3 inches possible come the 2nd of January as we move into Wednesday before we finally start to dry out and get cold Thursday and Friday before we start to warm back up with some sunshine by next weekend. So it does look like maybe by next weekend we can finally get outside and enjoy some of those outdoor Christmas toys that some of us got.
Good. So the rain is going to hold off until we ring, well, before we ring.
I think we'll get a little bit of a break just in time for the New Year's.
All right. Thank you.